5%, this is much more than we have the growth in the European Union, and in some countries there is not growth at all. For instance, in Germany, the biggest economy of the European continent, there is already second year recession. The output is going down a little bit, maybe this year by 0.2%. In the United States, there is a robust economic growth, but it is still much less than 5%. So again, depends how we compare. If we compare this year growth in China measured by GDP with what you were able to accomplish, say, 10, 20 years ago, it is much slower, but it is still firmly above the world average. So China is catching up, but at the slower race because it's already at the higher level.
So talking about the Chinese economy, the government is scrambling for measures to fine-tuning the Chinese economy to stimulate consumption, to make people happier, to make investors coming to China and stay in China. What would be your advice to the Chinese economic policymakers at this point in time?
There are different issues. When you are talking about foreign capital, investors coming to China, it is also a consequence of the overall political situation, of geopolitical changes. So now we are at the age of tectonic geopolitical changes, which are fueled mostly by rising China, which is not so much welcome news in the United States and in some other parts of the West, yet rising China is a very positive factor contributing to the global development. And because of the political tensions we have also in some parts of the world, some investors that are a little bit conservative, a little bit hectic to invest or not to invest, or if they have additional capital for foreign investments, they are looking for better location. So, and China must be aware that China is the biggest market in the so-called global south. And the very big challenge for China is to shift the economy from definitely led by export and investment to more fueled by consumption. But it is easier to accomplish than to be competitive in export-led growth, etc. So I'm positive about Chinese economy.